So for those who are new, a small recap. This book is a channel material by Dr. George King called The Nine Freedoms, and this is about different steps towards ascension. So that's how they put it together, and how, like for example, like how to know our true purpose, and what are the main steps towards enlightenment and beyond enlightenment. So many of the topics can be already known to you, and some of them can be new to you. Personally, I feel I have both experiences. I always thought it's something to the enlightenment, but I never realized what happens after. So this is a such wonderful scientific material, I should say, and that's the reason we take it very slow, so that we are able to digest this deep material. And as usual, we are today at the end of fourth freedom, which is called enlightenment. And before going into the freedom, let us align ourselves by starting meditation. So I request you all to sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, and cross your legs. Begin with observing your normal, natural breath to anchor your awareness to this moment. Just exhalation and inhalation. Whenever you notice a thought or your mind wandering, bring it back to this moment. Keep observing your breath, friends. Stay with your breath, friends. Just observe the breath. Last 2 minutes, friends. Slowly bring back your attention to your surroundings. Observe your posture. Let's meditate last minute in silence, friends. Bring your awareness into the room that you are in. Last 10 seconds, friends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, friends. Whenever you're ready, gently place both of your palms onto your eyes, relaxing there for a few seconds. And you may open your eyes. Thank you so much, friends, for your amazing contribution and a deep meditation. I had very good experience today. Thank you so much once again. And let's go into the fourth freedom, enlightenment. And what we have learned in the last weeks about enlightenment is that enlightenment is the opposite of ignorance. And the way we were told to get out of this ignorance is to work on different levels. So one is on the physical level, the mental level, and on the psychic level. And we're also told the differences between concentration, contemplation, and meditation in that order. And we're also reminded continuously that the only goal of terrestrial man or woman is absolute and conscious control of Kundalini, to raise it consciously and to have absolute control over this. So we were told very, very straight and direct. With that, let us go into the channel material. Later, our author gives his explanation. Know this: enlightenment is freedom from ignorance. Ignorance is a result of the complication devised by terrestrial man. Therefore, enlightenment is simplicity. Note that. Use that as the text for your contemplation, and eventually, when meditation is possible, much will be revealed. Note this also: enlightenment cannot dawn while the clouds of indiscrimination cover the skies of your mentality. Discriminate. You have been told how to do this. Do it and go into enlightenment. While you slip, like one of your animals, from place to place, chewing here and there, you will not gain enlightenment. I have instructed you before to choose well, then stand fast in order to know God. This you must be prepared to do. Note this: I speak of freedom, not pretty free will. There is a God of difference. So, manipulate your karmic pattern, then you will be allowed to walk through the dawn of enlightenment. All transmissions now discontinued. So, this is the end of the, the fourth freedom, enlightenment. And again, very powerful, full power packed message here in one sentence, like freedom from enlightenment is freedom from ignorance, which we create by ourselves. So friends, this is the channel material from Mars Sector 6, our cosmic master, and our author adds his understanding of this message. Let us go into some of the snippets. I said, like, we cannot cover everything, so I took some of the most important explanation, then we can share that. So first about enlightenment. Enlightenment is simplicity. So this should certainly be used as a focal point for contemplation. For within this text, there is a great truth. Try it for yourself. And on discrimination, the reference here to discrimination is extremely important. If you travel along one of the many false paths, then you will have to come back from where you left the main path of truth and start all over again. There are many false teachings and false prophets these days, and discrimination is brought about by applied logic. So here the author stresses much on discrimination. He has almost written like 2 pages here. He explains that there are very few people living upon this earth who have regular contacts with cosmic intelligences. You should always inquire of someone claiming regular contact with cosmic sources as to the period of training he underwent beforehand. If the claimant has no training at all in this life, then you would be safe in keeping away from him or her entirely. In case you are following a false contact or one being deluded by astral entities using earth and using an earth channel. So here, author really stresses the fact that be careful of whom you are listening to. I think this applies to this text as well. Um, of course, to see what the claimant or the channeler, especially, what kind of training he or she went through, and also, yeah, be very discriminative about that. And he further says, never forget that even great masters like Jesus and Buddha had in their historical lives upon earth to take special intensive training. Buddha for at least 10 years and Jesus for even longer practiced yoga, mainly in northern India and Tibet, before they gave their teachings to earth. And a real space messenger would speak in such a way that it proved he understands all the philosophies propounded by avatars who started all major religions. He would certainly praise true Christianity, but also Buddhism as well. Such an intelligence would remind you that Sri Krishna was a more advanced master than even Buddha or Jesus. And here again, he reminds that most of the masters or the advanced avatars would would recognize everyone, not just a religion or something, but the absolute truth, and based on their caliber of practice before. These are the ways in which you should discriminate if you are ever to enjoy enlightenment. Some may ask, if one man says this and the other says that, how do I know which is right? Follow both of them in the beginning and study carefully what both have to say. The wrong one will prove that he is wrong, and the right one will, if you are open minded enough, prove to you that he is right. So if you discriminate like this, there will be only only a small minority of masters left when you complete this sorting process. The reason for this advice on discrimination is not to condemn others, even if they are known to be false, but to help you, the genuine searcher, so that you can save yourself the pain of bitter disappointment brought on by being led by falsehood and basic psychic delusion. So, um, this is wonderful, friends, like really, really great advice. And finally, about freedom and free will. Mankind must be prepared to give up his or her petty free will in order to know freedom. Go back to the paragraph on concentration, and you will see that you can never concentrate unless you make up your mind to control the vague wanderings of your thoughts. You can never contemplate unless you have mastered the art of concentration. You will never, not in this or any future life, be able to meditate until you have completely mastered your powers of concentration and contemplation. And here, that means, again, the author stresses on first concentration, which we discussed in detail last week, and also contemplation, which is the higher intuition. Only then the real meditation will start. Um, and finally, if you serve in all the ways which are mentioned herein, you will manipulate your karmic pattern to such an extent that, by law, you will have proved yourself ready to advance to those elevated states of consciousness which bring the much sought after prize called enlightenment. So that's the end of the explanation, friends. It's again really a lot of new knowledge to take in. The other clearly explained about discrimination here, always to use to whom you are hearing and to what information you are taking in, um, so that we always take the messages, finally take the messages from the inside, right? Uh, Whatever the information that we are getting in from outside sources are like the pointers, but in the end, you must be able to discriminate. And I include this text as well that we are reading. You are the ones to be able to discriminate. So, with that, thank you so much, friends. I I would love to listen from you about what you think of today. How do you understand this fourth freedom, enlightenment? Anything interesting for you? Any point that you say it's completely out of what you have learned so far? So please unmute yourself or please raise your hand if you would like to share something. Thank you. Hi, Ram. Please go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, Sashank.
Hi, hi.
So, that was a beautiful session. Something that we all keep on hearing this word, which is enlightenment, and it's an interesting topic indeed for everyone. There are nice takeaways from today's sharing. Yeah, starting from the point where you said enlightenment is not having ignorance. This was the statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, going ahead, giving some tips, explaining that even great masters have done their own work for lifetimes and even for years before they became Jesus or Buddha, for example, confirms that it's not something that just happens, it's a continuous process. And at the same time, with clear information that do not reject anything. If you find 2-3 masters, just be, and very very beautifully say, with time you will notice who is not right, and who is right will be very much evident. So so very very openly shared information. I find it that way, very beautiful as well. So thanks a lot, Sashank. I know it's not easy to concise pages of information to such short, however, very clear messages. So thanks a lot for all your effort and the love you share with all of us. Thank you, Sashank.
Thank you so much, Ram. Well, respect you condensed even more so that we really remember these with these 3 points, with these 3 sentences. Thank you so much for sharing that as well. Thanks, Ram. And while doing meditation, I had a vision. I would say I rarely get any visions, but it's very interesting, which I really wanted to share with you all. Um, I read this freedom before, okay, and I sat with you all for meditation, and it felt for me like there is an extended rope, let's say, going above Earth, and there are many people on the rope. So it's like as if everybody is trying to climb somewhere else, and it extends to infinity. So there are people everywhere, but there were this vision showed me that the path is quite long, but if you stand on the shoulders of masters, you are going very fast towards your goal. And This is what I remember from the vision, I would say. And that's what I wanted to share with you. um, it's quite interesting that while after reading this, I get a kind of small knowledge. Thank you so much. So thank you, Ranjini ji, in the comments, and thank you, Sumati ji, as well. Anyone else would like to share their experiences? Yes, Vindhya ji, please go ahead to unmute you yourself.
Hello, Shashanki. Yeah, I missed a few sessions last week. I was busy, but uh, I think I'm getting the gist of the four freedoms you talked about. Uh, I had one question, first of all. When you were saying about indiscriminate, when we have to discriminate, and how, like, some people, when they talk about these cosmic energies and powers, um, like if the time period you mentioned, right, if they're like pretty new, then you meaning the author. So, like, to be careful about them. But don't we have like matured souls that they don't need much time? Like they come from previous experience, and don't we have to consider that kind of? And that was one of the thought that came to my mind.
Mm, yeah, I mean, I also feel the same, Vindhya ji. First of all, wonderful to have you back. Um, but I mean, at least here I see that even the great masters, however advanced they are, um, like even in their lifetime, they had to go through a certain kind of training, through a process. I mean, I don't know how many years that would be, but this is a pattern we observe on in every master. If we study their lives, that they have undergone this to rediscover their knowledge, and then they come and share again. So that's my understanding so far.
Yeah, I think it does make sense. I guess because it's all hid. Maybe we are not aware of it. We have to get aware, and then I think that's what you're trying to say, right? Because even if they're big masters, they need some time to whatever open their third eye, whatever you want to call that.
Hmm.
But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Those four freedoms explanation, and your vision is even more beautiful. So thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. I really thank you all for your group energies. I mean, this is something I experience, and I think this is the knowledge for us all. So my key takeaway is, I mean, actually, there is a statement in this text um, about discrimination. Like, you may ask why discrimination is so important. Because according to Bhagavad Gita, uh, it is better to follow a false god than it is to follow no god at all. This is true, but why waste valuable time studying a false teaching when there are enlightened teachings virtually at your feet? So, for me, the vision that I got corresponds to this because now we have the information from all the great masters. It's everywhere. So, it's like when you take this knowledge in, you will be propelled towards the enlightenment quite faster. That's how I understand it. So, it's amazing. Thank you all. So, anyone else, friends, would like to share their knowledge or experience? I see in the comments, Suvarna ji, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Vindhya ji, once again. Now, I really recommend to go through the podcasts, and also absolute recommendation to read this book because it is quite powerful, and so many times it's very direct with a full scientific um, attitude, I would say. Yeah. So once again, I thank you all, and I remind you once more about Master Nilima's 3-hour meditation session. Please join. We are, I think, on the 37th day. So it's really great that Master Nilima is organizing these meditations. There is no Beam link or YouTube, so please um, do at your own yeah time. Let's say it happens 9 p.m. to 12 at European time. Yeah, yes. So someone messaged in this chat. Yes, then it's Nine Freedoms. That's the name of the book. Thank you, masters. So with that, we will meet again with the fifth freedom, friends. I'm really excited to share with you all. So bye bye and have a nice evening and keep meditating. Bye.